Hello and welcome to Codec Call, Z Targeting's gaming podcast. My name's Luke, and tonight I'm joined by Dakota. What's going on?
What's up, man?
And Buck.
Hello, my friends.
Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Tonight we got a lot to talk about, but first off, I got a couple questions for you guys. First, what you been drinking?
All right, so today, I actually have to show you this, dude. You know how they say like the Miller High Life is the champagne of beer? Like, look at this thing. It has gold over the top of it.
Dude,
This
wait.
is
Is that a Sam Smith oatmeal stout?
It is!
Dude, I love that shit.
Dude, I hate you. Why did you ruin it?
Oh, sorry.
I was going so good. This is perfect. I was just like, dude, I saw this, and I was like, this is the champagne of beer. Forget what they say in the commercials. This is it. Yeah, so now everybody knows what it is, so I don't even know why I'm still talking. Buck, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a Coors 24 fluid ounce tall boy.
Nice.
Yeah, I just had to go for it today, boys.
I mean, I'd say Coors is like probably the best of like those regular domestic like Pilsner type beers. I mean, I'm still not like crazy about it, but
Well, I
it gets the job done.
think you made a really bad choice, actually.
It's because I went to a fair and it had a beer tasting and I had a bunch of high classy beers, and so I came here
You wanted a low classy beer?
yes, hello.
Should have tapered
Okay.
out.
I guess that makes sense.
So tonight I'm trying out a Bell's Christmas Ale, and I'm drinking this for.
Holy crap! You're going with the seasonal stuff. Look at
Well,
you.
so here's the thing. I'm a big fan of Bell's. I love Two Hearted, so I wanted to check this out. This was bottled last year, but I just bought it. I found it like one bottle at my local grocer, so I need to drink it because it's probably gonna go bad soon. And then
Holy moly.
I've actually had this before, but it was at like a friend's house party, and I brought a 6-pack, and I drank like one, and then I talked to some dude about IPAs, and he's like, "Bro, you gotta try this IPA I got." And I drank a few of his, and then there's this other person. Let me paint the scenario real quick. I was at a house party, and I was the youngest person there. I was 24, so it was like people from 25 to 27, and we're all young professionals, or whatever. And somebody brought Hams, Special Light, like non-ironically. So Hams at one point was like $10 and some change at Walmart for a 30-pack. Basically the cheapest thing you can get. And somebody of like normal adults, like working adults, brought this to a party. It's like, yeah, I just want to, like, this might be kind of good. I'm like, no, that's like some of the worst stuff you can consume. And then I was the only other person willing to drink any of that with that person. So I actually ended up not really drinking much of this Christmas ale, so I wanted to try it out again. So anyway.
Good story, bro.
Yeah. My other question I had for you guys, what you been playing?
Should we all just say it all at the same time?
Yeah.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Gears. That was really bad.
I really wanted to say like Doom or something like crazy, just to be like, oh wait.
I
we're
can
not
see the
doing it.
wheels turning that you wanted to be that guy.
I know.
Damn it.
It was a problem though. The problem was I couldn't think of anything like crazy enough at the time. I got put on the spot.
He would have just stuttered and like
Yeah.
fizzled
Well,
out into oblivion.
It was a thought that was going somewhere until it actually needed to go somewhere.
Till it was
and
time
then
to
stopped.
execute.
Yes.
Oh my
The
god.
execution.
Poor
It was piss poor at best. Anyways, though. But yeah, dude, no, Gears. So where are you guys thinking about Gears?
I'm loving it, man. Fantastic so far. I haven't gotten that far into it because I've been,
Are you still at the same place?
I'm still coming into Act 2. It's taking me, well, it was taking me longer than I had wanted or, thought it was going to take me. Loading it up on Insane. This is definitely, it's got to be the hardest Gears. I don't remember any of these being that hard. And I had to knock it down.
Luke, where are you?
I just started Act 2, and I'm playing on normal or medium or whatever, because the thing is, I'm not like a big shooter guy. I've always, I played shooters for the longest time since like GoldenEye,
Right.
and I appreciate them and I respect them. We were just talking about before we started recording, like I love Modern Warfare 2. I dumped a ton of hours into Modern Warfare 2. Back in the day, I played a bunch of Halo 1 and 2, but in general, shooters don't quite grab me, and I don't really get obsessed with them like many other types of games. But And I almost passed on Gears. I was like, am I really going to play? There's all this other stuff coming out. And then I bought into the hype, picked it up, and I started it up, and I was just blown away, honestly. Like, as somebody that's not a huge shooter guy, this game is amazing me. I'm having a blast.
Yeah, I started it. I did it on hardcore, so not insane, but the tier below that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a portion of the way through Act 3. I went hard one day, but I like it a lot. And the thing is that I was really hoping that this Gears, because I heard about all the hype and stuff too, but I was really hoping that this one would pull through only because I remember playing 1 and 2 at like Nick's house and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I loved Gears 1, especially Gears 1. I thought that it did the shooter side so well, especially for the time. It was fresh. It was awesome.
It's a different spin on it.
Exactly, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm enjoying this one a lot too. I have not tried Insane yet.
God.
I actually want to.
It's a nightmare, dude. It's such a nightmare.
We gotta do it. We gotta play that. We gotta beat it. It's gotta happen.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Was it like?
insane.
But it's like 45 gamer score.
It's
right?
something piddly as
That's
hell.
it?
It ain't.
The gamer score is ridiculous in this game.
Yeah,
And I don't
they
even care about it.
they meshed they meshed it into a massive achievement worth 200 points, and it's like beat the game on the hardest difficulty, and then do like 5 other insanely hard things, and then there's one for being on insane, and it's like 40 points, I think. Yeah, and I was upset.
Every single time it's like you finish a part of a chapter and it's like 5. I'm like, that's it. I mean, I understand that shouldn't be a lot, but I feel like 5 is just peddly.
But yeah, after Judgment, this was definitely
Yes.
so needed from that.
Yeah.
I didn't even play Judgment. I
Oh
refuse.
man, it was.
I don't
it
even
was-
think I'm going to.
I had lost
It was not.
interest
fun.
at that point. And what's nice is buying this includes the download codes for like all the other
Right,
ones.
all of them.
Yep.
So
I mean, I had Gears Ultimate Edition because it came with my Xbox for free. Well, I mean, it was a bundle. It wasn't really for free, but I mean, but it's nice that I'm getting the other ones as well.
yeah,
I mean, I don't think I'm really ever gonna download Judgment, just because I
Don't do it.
well,
I'm kinda
I never
thinking
played
that
3.
you know, with the
I played
hard
1 and
drives.
2. Or
yeah, me too.
So I want to check out 3 at some point.
Three's good as well.
3 was the last one by the original team, right?
Mm.
Because Judgment is the first one by this team. Am I right?
We need to fact check that. I feel like it's not right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
Because
I'm not gonna, after 3, I stopped caring.
this was the first one developed by the Coalition, who used to be Black Tusk.
Right.
But I thought that I had people from Judgment on
The
it.
Judgment's developed by Epic Games. So I don't know if like Cliffy
Oh,
wasn't the main guy or something.
He had to have been out of it. I feel like you wouldn't have let that go out. But you never know.
I listened to a IGN Unlocked podcast, which is like a full 40-minute interview with him, and I'm pretty
Right.
sure he quit by then. Because he's not like on the credits that I'm seeing.
Oh, thank God. I don't want him to be on the credits.
So that was probably by the B
was
team.
so. It didn't fit anywhere at all. It didn't feel like. Oh man, that was not good. Not fun times.
And you know what's funny is there's another series that is not similar, but it's been like paralleled in a lot of ways, and the names are similar, and that's God of War. And then
Yeah, I've noticed.
there's God of War 1 through 3, which are very solid, and then the same year they did God of War Ascension or something, which is again by the
Yeah.
B team, which was a
Right.
prequel, and Judgment was a prequel, right?
Yes, I think so. Pretty sure. Fact check it.
Well, anyway, some not good spin-off. I just thought it was funny that both those things happened at like the same time, and the names sound the same.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you just brought up God of War now,
what
and that
was-
game looks so good.
yeah.
Guys, that's not on my schedule of things to talk about.
We need
But
to
I
stay
would love
on the
it.
itinerary.
I would
Alright,
love to
I'm
actually
sorry.
talk about it.
Um,
No,
No, we're not doing it. No.
But anyway,
we'll do it once it closes in. It's still pretty long out, man.
So,
yeah.
so I mean, what would you guys rate it? Not rank it, rate it in. I mean, this is early. This is before you beat it because I heard the last chapter is pretty amazing. I heard. I don't know
Well,
if it's true, obviously.
I mean, just from what I've played, which I can't obviously give it a 10 because I don't know the rest, but I mean, right now it's feeling 9, man. Like it just feels so good. And
I would,
and it's like raw as hell too. Like, the first ones were gory, you're cutting people in half, and now it looks even better. It feels like raw and gritty. It's really good, man.
I
Sticks to gears.
I mean,
yeah,
I'd put it at a 9 right now, and I feel like I haven't done horde mode yet, but I definitely plan on doing that, checking out the multiplayer, finishing the campaign. I feel like it would fit it, like if everything kind of stays the same way that it's on right now, I'd probably put it at a 9 or a little bit above, and if not, 8.5 or something like that. But still very solid right now for sure.
I don't. I'm thinking like 8.5, 9, somewhere in there as well. I agree. I mean, I want to be different, so I'm gonna say 8.5. So
Right.
forget it. But
You could have said like 8.6.
I see. I don't think that we should. That we really need to establish like the rules for our like ranking. I mean rating. Why do I keep saying ranking? Rating system because
I personally don't think
important.
there's any point going any deeper than 0.5, because after that, like there's no difference.
I
in
thought you were
reality.
gonna say there's no point in even having a ranking system. And I was just
Which is
gonna
a
be
viewpoint
like,
a lot of
well,
people have. Eurogamer got rid of scores.
well, I mean, okay, yes,
But
but I
anyway.
was just gonna put like some random things in there and be like, it's
Well, this is insanely off topic.
yeah, it is. All right, let's get back on the record.
But
The
I want
point
to.
is, I really like the dialogue.
Oh yeah.
It's got a good story.
Oh yeah.
Well, I love their talking back and forth and stuff. It's
It's
hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, that was one thing that surprised me. Like right away, I just became a fan of the characters. They just were, I don't want to say like lovable because it doesn't really fit into describing Gears, but like
That is the worst word to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
for this game.
they're likable characters, and just that writing and that storytelling impressed me immediately a lot sooner than the other ones did. So that's good too. I feel like the main guy is kind of he kind of rips off Nathan Drake a lot. He reminds me a lot of Nathan Drake
I
from
feel like
Uncharted.
I think that was supposed to be. I think that was supposed to happen.
But I mean, it's good.
I don't know why.
I like it because I feel like they were just I don't know that with the writing for it. I feel like they really could have competed with the writing of Uncharted, and
mean,
they
I think-
tried.
I think Uncharted is some of the top tier writing in the industry right now. So
Right.
probably a lot of people are looking at that for
Exactly.
as a milestone to judge themselves
Not to
against,
mention, I mean,
or something to measure up against.
right. Oh, I just really like the writing. I think the writing is very good.
Anything either of y'all bumped into that is not so great?
Some of the melee mechanics drive me nuts.
Yeah.
But that was from the first one too. Like
Yeah,
there's
that's-
sometimes where I'm just like, I want to chainsaw this guy. That's what I'm gonna do. So I go at him full blown, be down, and it's like the guy just does some sort of I don't know shimmy to the side and whacks me in the back of the head and I die. That part really makes me mad, but I'll get over it, just like I did in 1 and 2 and
Yeah.
3.
The good old like chainsawing air or something, and
I
blood
love-
just spitting out of the sky.
I love whenever you're just like you're going like straight at the guy and then just shimmies to the side.
No, yeah, I'd say the same thing. Nothing that isn't already established in the Gears series, which
Yeah.
we'll see more as we all like finish the game and try out everything that it has to offer. But I mean,
Definitely.
right now, very impressed by it.
Oh yeah.
I really thought that it was gonna be really bad. I didn't think it was gonna be good at all. Whenever I first heard that they were doing it, I was like, just after Judgment, just let it die. But I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, and
You
I
can't
was,
let it die with that. That would be so terrible, man.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried it's going to be the same deal as like Halo 4, because they're both kind
Yeah.
of on the same trajectory. They got their own studio, the Coalition now, and 343 working on Halo, and like Halo 4, I don't know. I was kind of let down by it. Like it was just whatever.
That's what I was saying. I didn't want the same thing because I feel like Halo was like doing so well, and then it
3
peaked.
was amazing.
Yeah, three was good, and I really think that after three, it, like started dropping out. Was it three and then like ODST and
Which
stuff like
yeah,
that?
ODST was like a single player kind of spin off.
Right.
It wasn't the same kind of deal. And then they had a Reach, which was
Reach was I
Yeah,
loved Reach's
yeah.
multiplayer, man.
it wasn't as bombastic and like fulfilling every single thing that Halo 3 did because that was so huge for online multiplayer. But Reach was definitely solid because it had some new stuff that was pretty cool. And then 4 was like whatever.
4 story was good, and then 5 though was buns.
Is Buns good or bad?
Yeah,
It's
I
bad.
don't know yet.
It's bad.
Because
I did not like Guardians, man.
single
I could
player or
not
multiplayer?
feel it.
I'm really thinking that the gaming industry
either.
needs to get over that.
I still want to check out the Halo 5 multiplayer because a lot of people online have said that it's like really good multiplayer. Like the single player's trash, but the multiplayer's really good.
Oh, I remember. Oh, I had big issues. I don't know. There was multiple rage sessions I had with it, and I just man, there's bad memories there.
Were there any tables that you karate chopped in half?
That's got me a little bit worried.
Pipe it down.
He
pipe it
did
down.
that recently. Is my point.
Right.
Well, if a game incites that, that's probably not a very good game.
It's not important.
But anyway.
Let's not worry about that.
all right, all right.
All right, so
So
All
some,
right. What else have you been playing?
so this week I picked up, or last week now, picked up the PlayStation VR virtual reality headset because I got into the hype on that and then got really excited and picked up a bunch of games. Some good, some bad. So if you guys are down, I was gonna talk about my impressions of the whole thing and what's going on.
Oh,
with
why
it.
you're asking? Of
Yeah, I'd love
course
to
we're
hear
down.
about it.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
God
Please do.
dang.
I mean, I don't know if anybody like cares about this thing at all. It's not.
We've made a script and told you this.
It's not like one of the biggest hardware releases of the year or nothing.
I'm sure a lot of people would like to know because VR is kind of like in this like
Limbo.
limbo,
Infancy.
and it's
Perfect.
stuck between what do we do with it? I want it, but it looks kind of annoying maybe. So yeah, I'd like to hear about it for sure.
Okay. So
I'd like to see an unboxing, but I doubt we'll see that.
I need to get a nice camera. Or
So you
a
didn't
camera.
record it, is where
Well,
okay.
'cause
keep
I
going.
was just gonna do it on my iPhone. Like
Oh.
the GoPro is in the wish list, and then the PC for video editing and gaming
Right.
is it'll be coming down the pipeline.
You're about ready to get a second job.
I don't have time for a second job.
You're
Anyway.
good.
All right, tell us about it. Tell us about
Okay.
it.
So first off, setting it up is not hard, but it's a pain because this thing is just a nightmare ocean of wires. Like I've been thinking, I need to kind of clean up my entertainment setup, improve my cable management, and then I installed the VR, and it's just all gone to shit. It just looks like total shit because there's so many. You have multiple USB cables, HDMI cable, the proprietary cable to the thing, all the stuff to hook up the little breakout box that handles some of the processing. That's just a nightmare. But after you do all that, it's easy to set up and use and get started. And then once you actually turn your PlayStation, it's pretty easy. Just hit on and do a couple of little calibration things. You're good to go. It's a comfortable headset. I got glasses. It works really well with glasses. I heard that the other one's not so much. Mm-hmm. The headset itself, in terms of performance, like going into it, I was really hyped up about it. I was really excited. So I was reading all the reviews and impressions and everything. And a lot of people are saying it doesn't perform quite as solid as the Vive or the Oculus because there's a grainy kind of filter that you always see because it can't go quite as high resolution. The tracking, people say, is not quite as on point.
So, have you noticed the graininess? Because
Yes,
you just said
yeah.
people. Okay.
I was hoping that since I hadn't tried the higher end stuff, I wouldn't notice, but it is very, very noticeable how grainy and sometimes pixelated things look, which it's weird because I played Batman Arkham VR, which that's one of my favorite VR games so far. It has like those next gen graphics from Arkham Knight, but when you are, what's kind of cool is you can see stuff on your TV screen so other people can watch, and then you got what's going on in the headset. So on the screen, it looks crisp as hell, HD, awesome graphics. In the headset, it's those awesome graphics, but with a grainy filter, and it's like just weird. I haven't noticed any tracking issues. People have been saying that the whole headset starts to jitter because they can't tell where you are, or your controllers
Right.
just jitter and shake because it can't tell where those are at. I haven't seen any of that yet with like 5, 6, 7 hours of play, so I don't know if I'm going to see that or not. You do need to dedicate some space and get some
Yeah.
stuff cleared out. Cause,
Have you hit anything?
no, I almost knocked over a soda, but I like felt it in time, so I lucked out there. But some games you don't have to move around and look around as much. Some you do. Like what's really nice is it comes with a VR demo disc with a bunch of different demos. So that was nice. I was able to try out some things and decide whether I want to buy them or not. So I was playing Job Simulator, and I don't know if it didn't tell me if there's a mechanic, or I didn't figure out if there's a mechanic to like rotate yourself besides actually doing it in real life. Because in Batman you can kind of turn around 180 degrees with the press of a button. But anyway, I had to pick up some shit behind me, and just because it's just the PlayStation camera and the single dots off the Move controllers.
Yeah.
It was, I wasn't able to like get it because it couldn't see me. I couldn't see my
Right,
hands
because
through my
you're-
body.
Exactly.
And like the Vive has like the whole like you have like 2 sensors that you put in the corner of your room so you can like see everything. So I think it was designed for more of a high end thing like that. So that may be an issue with games with a lot of movement. My favorite games have been the ones that you don't have a lot of simultaneous like moving your head around and controlling a character or thing like, or anything like that. It's been a little bit more of the simpler experiences. I bought Battlezone and Rigs because those were two of like the bigger AAA things. And Battlezone is pretty cool. It's got like a roguelike campaign where there's a map and all these different encounters that are like randomized every time you start a campaign. And then you have to like get from one end to the other, and it's like these little tank battles. And it's got like this Geometry Wars, Tron like vibe. So it looks really cool, and it's a fun game. But I played it for like 15 minutes and I start getting motion sickness. So I don't know if I'm gonna get over that at some point. Hopefully, because like I said, it's the simpler experiences that I have no problem with. Hopefully, it's just adjusting to using VR. In the demo disc, I tried out. I was on the fence about Drive Club VR. Whenever you sit like in a Ferrari and look around, it's really cool. But once you actually start racing the game looks like garbage because it's got to downscale everything to have it be able to run. It doesn't look very good.
Does that make you sick like while you're driving, or are you fine?
That actually, I didn't play very much because I wasn't having fun. But I feel like that would definitely be something.
I saw a demo of that. And I was like, that's got to be. Everybody's gonna be throwing up from that.
Yeah.
Just jack
Just
your equilibrium
constantly.
all up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly.
So
I hope they put that as a demo at like Best Buy or something, because that would be awesome. Just to see
people
people
just
like,
puking.
I gotta run away.
Oh yeah. So
I
luckily
may
I
just
haven't
do
puked
that
from
on
VR
Black
yet.
Friday. That's fine.
But so yeah, I haven't tried Rigs yet because I figure it's gonna be the same thing as Battlezone. So wait until I get more adjusted to that. There's a game called Tumble, which is a simple puzzle game. Now this is something that shows like how one-to-one and realistic VR can feel like, because it's a puzzle game where you like move blocks around and stack blocks. So as a game itself, it might not be super fun and long-lasting, but like there's like wooden blocks and plastic blocks, and like when you pick them up, the sound they make and like the perceived difference in like the weight of the blocks and all this shit, like it felt like you're actually stacking different types of blocks. Like it's hard to explain, but that was a really cool demo.
I feel like you just described Tetris VR.
Yeah, but it's not like Tetris. You have like 5 blocks and you have to stack them to get to a certain height, and they don't fall over because it's like physics based, so they can fall over and whatnot.
See, and that's what we were talking about was VR sticking in its, getting those sensory kind of things going.
Yeah.
And that's what they need to push out, because I think I bet that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, seeing that was cool. So that's only $10, so I might pick that up and see more of that. But the thing is, or go ahead.
Does Sony have a VR marketplace for this? Like, is
No.
it the PlayStation Now stuff? Oh, so
You just got to
how
go
do
in
you
the
go?
store and just they have
so
they have a thing
yes.
now. It's like check out the new VR games, but it's not as easy to find as I would hope it would be. Because whenever I picked it up, I was like, I want to go to the store, click VR games, and just buy. And I had to like go in and search quite a bit to find what I wanted.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of stupid.
but they're improving that like a little bit with some splash pages since it's out now.
Mhm.
Like click here. But overall, like, it's really cool. Honestly, like, despite these things I'm saying, like, doing it is it's crazy. It's just cool. $400 is pretty expensive. I mean, the other stuff is more expensive on PC, and then you have to still get a camera and move controllers and whatnot. So for the enthusiast, for someone looking for that next, gaming phenomenon, someone who's actively trying out new stuff, it's probably worth it. I mean, I don't know. It's only been a few days, so I don't know how long it's going to last for me, but I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I don't want to play like more than a couple hours a day because it is tiring and start getting like a headache and stuff like that. But for me, though, it was personally worth it because of I started to mention this. Batman Arkham VR is awesome. That game is so sick. It's only like an hour and a half long, like little story mystery you have to solve, and then there's like replayability where you can go back and solve more riddles and whatnot. But it's only $20, and that was super super cool. Highly recommended. And then Thumper is it's like a rhythm action game. It's not like you go down like a track like a rhythm game and you hit buttons in rhythm, but it's like these tribal drum beats. It's not like actual songs, and you do that to like kill like these aliens that are farther down the track. That's really crazy.
The headset has headphones built in, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So
I knew the other ones did. I didn't know if that one did.
well, headphones included. Not
Oh
like,
yeah, you can remove them.
yeah. It's just
Okay.
like there's like a little thing on the cable, shortly down from where it connects to the headset that you plug in headphones and then plug them into your ear, so it's not too far. So Thumper's amazing. There's a game called Super Hypercube, which you start off with one cube and you have to go through a cube-sized slot in a wall as you're flying through space. And then every time you pass one or more cubes get added to your cube, so it's like this really complex shape as the game goes on. And you have to twist it and move it around and rotate it to get through the holes in the wall as you're flying through each level. And the cube is right in the center of the screen, so it has to be in a VR setting because you have to like look around and like look past the cube, and it's really trippy. It looks like a 70s like VHS player commercial, like an Atari box art, but like in a full game. So that it just looks really cool, and I like weird little puzzle games like that, so that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course Res Infinite is amazing as well, which is the classic Res remade in VR, which is so sick because you look around and
How much was that?
$30 for the digital download.
I was gonna say I thought that was the more expensive ones.
Actually, Battlezone was the most expensive at $60, Riggs was $50, and the other stuff was $20 to $30. So I think that's going to be hopefully where VR succeeds. Is it's these small, cool little experiences that are really the most special, that really focus on the VR capability, and it's going to be those little $20, $30 things that are focused on one mechanic that work really well. So anyway, all those games that I just listed, like that's stuff I was really looking forward to, and I'm really enjoying it. So personally, it was worth it. We'll see if more stuff comes out down the line that takes use of it, but so far, I think it's been really cool.
Are you giving it like a rent it, buy it, think about it, just avoid it?
Not avoid it. If you're typically an early adopter on things, I would buy it. It's got a very strong launch lineup with a very diverse amount of games, big and small. And the rest of the year is looking pretty good. We'll see about farther from there. There hasn't really been announced. If that's not you and you don't exactly have $400+ to blow on this, I'd probably wait a little bit. If you get a chance to try it out at a friend's house or Best Buy or something and see for yourself if it's something that you really enjoy, try that.
If you're not gonna wait in line to throw up at a Best Buy near you.
Yeah, so you probably try it out and see if you throw up or not, because if you throw up, you probably don't want to buy it.
Have you contemplating like getting super drunk and playing?
Oh man,
No.
that sounds horrid.
Okay.
No.
There's been a lot of people that are like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do that and put it on YouTube." I didn't know if you were one of those people or. No.
That sounds terrible.
That's just problems, man. I don't need those problems.
Not that problem, at least.
Yeah. But overall, it's a pretty cool
you're
thing.
enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's just so cool to play a game and then you look behind you in real life, and there's stuff back there. And I mean, games do that with you move the camera with the R stick
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But it's just
It's
just
different.
so cool.
Have you? So so I was watching a video on it, and so they mentioned. Have you tried hooking that up to your Xbox yet?
No.
You should try that because apparently, I don't know if it's true, but apparently it works.
What?
Like fine, it has like no issues at all.
You
I
sure?
don't. Yeah, I
Shit.
watched. You can. It was actually Game Ranks on YouTube. Their last Friday Untitled Friday show, and so they talk about how PlayStation VR actually works on the Xbox as well. And like they were saying how it's kind of funny that nobody ever installed anything to prevent that. But it wasn't. It was like the Rift games worked on the Vive.
Yes, it was something like that when those came out.
One of them, I don't remember, but yeah, they and the whoever's one it was working on, they had to go in and be like, no, 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 and they had to like change the code up and everything because they were losing like a crap ton of money from that.
Yeah, and I'm sure if this Xbox thing actually works, it's just like it displays the screen right in front of you, and you can like look around, but it's not like
Yeah, I actually
know,
think that is exactly
there's
what
like
it is.
there's like the theater mode that you can do on PlayStation 4, but I don't know. That's weird. That's funny if that actually works.
Yeah, no, whenever I saw that, I was wondering if you. I mean,
never-
don't
I never
know
thought of
why
that.
you would even think of that. I mean, whatever. I just think it'd be interesting if you did, and it worked just fine. Because I may just get one then. Actually, I would get one then to just hook it up to my Xbox. My wife would be like, "But doesn't that go to the PlayStation?" Yeah, but it's fine. Trust me, it'll work.
You have to see if that
So,
works.
are you like looking forward to any games coming out for it, or just waiting to see what happens?
Really, now there isn't that much coming down the pipeline. They had a really strong launch, variety of games, and now there's not a whole lot. Call of Duty has something, but I'm not gonna get Call of Duty like a VR mission. Final Fantasy 15 has like. I'm really looking forward to Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
they're doing
15,
their
but like the
VR.
VR, it's like a VR shooting gallery. Like that seems pointless.
I don't know. The RE4 shooting gallery was really fun.
It looked really whack from what I saw. And then there's Resident Evil 7, which that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. But I'm honestly like scared to try a horror game in VR.
Yeah, that
Like-
would. Did you play the beta demo thing
No, I
that
haven't.
they
yet.
released for it? You should play it not in VR. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, and then when you're in VR and like you're in that world and like you can't,
Right.
you gotta like look behind you to see if somebody's following you and stuff like that. Like that's gonna be like next level, immersion.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a full blown horror
So yeah,
movie in a game.
talking about that does make me excited to see that. So I'll probably have to check that out. And Resident Evil 7 looks really dope. A reboot for
should
the
definitely-
series. So
Yeah, you should definitely like film yourself doing this,
yeah,
playing
that would be funny.
horror games with that.
Yeah.
I just want to hear you scream like a little girl with that thing on your face. So you played it. Have you only played it with your glasses?
Yeah, I heard that if you don't, it looks like shit for us
Oh.
glasses users. So actually, I might need to try that with contacts, but I don't know.
I was gonna say maybe it would look better if you didn't have glasses, but I guess that you just took that idea right out of my head. So whoops, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll have to try it with different things and see what
With
I can
different.
see. See if I can see
Today
anything.
we're trying LASIK.
Yeah.
Oh, this is way better.
The LASIK VR
Well-
review.
Well, Luke, I guess it's good to know that you didn't turn into some killing robot thing, and it's not programmed to change you. Or I guess we don't know for sure.
And you're not trapped in it and fighting your way out.
I was
Yeah.
able
Or-
to escape from the virtual reality, and I don't think it reprogrammed me yet, but the jury's still out.
We'll give it time. We'll give it time.
I feel like all these like cables are just like they're just gonna wrap you up like that.
He's gonna be looking behind him, and he's just gonna
It's like an anaconda in the jungle. There's so many cables. Oh my god. And
That I heard like people really were turned off by how many cables there were. Like
it's like
really bad.
I need to get like a separate USB hub or like some kind of charging thing because to have the VR headset plugged in, it takes up a USB port, and then that leaves you like one USB port on the front, and you got to charge 2 Move controllers and a DualShock. So
Holy
like,
crap!
I got to swap those out. Like once those are all dead, I had to like swap them all out, and it was really fucking annoying.
You know the little like stand that they have where you can just plug in your controllers to it and it will charge them.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, for the PlayStation, you're gonna need 2 of those just for this.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
That's the really annoying stuff. So that makes me think at some point, once I play the stuff that's out now, I might put it away, go back to my normal, simple PlayStation setup where I can charge my controller and there's not all this crap around. And then once some more VR stuff comes out, I'll bring it back out and whatever. Or I was thinking...
No, see, my theory is coming true already because you're already talking about putting it back in your closet and waiting for another day. And I said that on the VR episode. I said you're just gonna put it back in your closet, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I'll bring it out later," and it just never comes out.
Or I'll get a PS4 Pro, which will allegedly run VR better, and then get a 4K TV, and then put one TV in my living room and then one TV in my bedroom, and then, but that's after the camera.
After you're reprogrammed, taken by wires.
Yeah, and then I get the camera and the PC for video editing,
LASIK.
plus all the other stuff in real life that I got to pay for coming up too. So that's going to be a while.
Actually, it probably won't happen in this lifetime.
I thought you were going to say in this year. It might happen within the year.
No, it won't. No, there's no. I will bet money
On
that
LASIK,
you do not.
LASIK or the other things?
Wait, the other things. Wait,
LASIK is the most important thing.
are we talking about LASIK?
No, I didn't know.
No, I'm saying you've been talking about you asked me whenever I was in Georgia, which has been a decently long time now. You go, "What computer should I buy for gaming?" And you still have not even started saving money for a gaming computer. So, I know that none of this other stuff's happening
It'll happen at some point.
you're not buying any of the other stuff until you buy a computer.
Yeah. So that's basically the moral of the story.
Yeah, so none of that other stuff is happening. I'm sorry.
Within the year.
Why do you keep saying that? It's not
Maybe
happening.
within the next year. Well, once Scorpio comes out, I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta get 4K TV. Then I might as well get a PS4 Pro.
That's why you should just got them whenever they were on sale.
And
That's
then I'll
what I
have to
did.
get whatever VR thing Xbox does with Scorpio, which is probably going to be a partnership with Oculus.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
All right.
You've not tried any of the other headsets,
No.
right? Okay. I was gonna say, so how do you think that compares? Like, do you think it's worth the discounted price?
Well, here's the thing: is PSVR. Well, the other headsets have a better frame rate and a better resolution, and they look better. And they don't have that graininess, and they have better tracking with your motion controllers and everything like that. But they don't have the games I want to play. That's the catch-22. Is that's why I want to get PSVR, because I picked up all these games right away that I was really hyped to play. So whenever they come out with the next iteration and it runs better, or something designed for PS4 Pro and it runs better, that's something I'd be definitely going to be interested in that kind of works out these kinks that are there right now. But that's all down the line and many hundreds of dollars later. So this month has been expensive. This month has been bad because it's the most
This
packed
year has been expensive.
But October's been the most packed month for releases, like all the big fall stuff's this month, and PSVR. And then I went back and picked up like a couple like DS games. That was one. It's been bad. So anyway,
I just got gold flakes all over my desk from the champagne of beer that I just opened. Just
yeah,
saying,
you got to be careful with that wrapper.
it happens.
So in other big video game news recently, just yesterday actually, a certain Twitter account at Rockstar Games tweeted an image of their logo with a red background, and everybody went crazy. What's up with that?
They just wanted to change the color. That's it.
I think-
Old Red Dead 2, boy. That's what that means.
Or are they reviving maybe table tennis for the Xbox 360. That's what I was thinking.
Dude,
Or
I
maybe
didn't even. Oh, I love that one. That one was so fun.
with Red Dead characters. That's probably what it is.
Actually, that makes more
Probably,
sense.
and hopefully not.
No, but the rumors are finally after. There's been rumors of Red Dead 2 or Red Dead Redemption 2, the third in the Red Dead series,
Just
For-
say Red Dead 2.
for years now. People have been saying it's coming, it's in development, this is what's happening. Rockstar has been silent. There's been rumors that it was going to be at like PlayStation Experience, at E3, at all these different conferences. Like, this is definitely when they're going to announce it, and they've been dead silent. And it was a total Rockstar move on a random day to just tweet a picture. And then this morning they tweeted a picture with silhouettes of cowboys on a red background with the sunset and things like that. So that pretty much confirmed Red Dead. So you guys looking forward to that? Fans of the other games? Or not?
Absolutely humongous fan. I love like how it's gonna pick up off of. I'm not gonna spoil anything at all, but Red Dead Redemption 1, that ending going into another game is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
The way it played was so good. Everything about Red Dead Redemption was incredible.
Yeah. And
Even the multiplayer was awesome. Like,
the
you had
Undead
to give it a shot, but it was awesome.
They had the Undead Nightmare expansion. It was just firing on all cylinders. Amazing. It was one of the most amazing, like stories and writing. And that was, 5-6 years ago in gaming. So that was setting a precedent there as well.
And especially with all their new ideas and stuff,
Yeah.
GTA 5, how much that had in it, I feel like it's gonna be pretty insane.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be huge. It's gonna have a great story, and I'm totally ready for this game.
And that's the thing is, you mentioned GTA 5. Like, Rockstar was on a streak last generation with GTA 4, Red Dead, Max Payne 3, they did Midnight Club, GTA 5. They did GTA 5, and they haven't done any like single player games or it hasn't been anything besides GTA 5 online expansions since then.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're
Yeah, I think
finally
so.
doing a new game, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah. They gotta have a lot of bank saved up from it too.
Oh,
GTA
yeah.
5 has
Oh,
made
yeah.
an incredible amount of money. I mean, holy hell.
What is it? It was at least 65 million copies sold last time I checked, and I'm sure by now it's like 70 plus, which is
Oh, yeah.
insane.
It's,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's nuts.
it's up there.
Insane.
I like the way that they just announced or teased it. I like the
Yeah.
teases.
But yeah, it hasn't
Teases
even-
are nice. Now, if only we can get Nintendo to do the same thing with the NX, but whatever. Not that big of a deal.
We gotta still believe NX is coming soon. I'm still
Well,
believing.
yes, but that's a different story. But yeah, I mean, I'll admit I didn't really play. I played very, 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 very little of the original Red Dead. I mean, like by very little, I mean like I may have started it up a little bit, but I'm disappointed to say that it just never like I don't know. It always fell in a gap where there was something else I needed to do or play or something like that. Where it just the timing just never fit. But I've always loved what it looked like. I've watched,
Yeah.
I watched the guy play it on YouTube. Actually, play like the whole game. I know most of the story, and I don't know. I also know where like some of the secret chests are because I looked that up for some weird reason. I don't know. I always thought that a GTA like game set in the Old West was pretty awesome sounding.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely gonna pick this one. I'm hoping that they do like maybe a remaster of Red Dead with it. I doubt it, but
Yeah,
maybe.
I think they just got Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox One, like backwards compatible stuff. So, probably not, but we'll see.
I mean, whatever. I'll pick it up for that then. I didn't even know that happened. So
Pretty sure that
that's
just
fine.
happened. But yeah,
Sounds good. I'll go buy it.
And like I love western, like old school westerns, the Clint Eastwood, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars, that kind of stuff. So just having a game in that setting, and Red Dead Redemption had great art style, great aesthetic. So
Yep. And hopefully they were super in tune with GTA 5. Like they put out so many things to keep people on it. You know,
Yeah.
GTA 5's been out for so long now, and people still play it
Yeah.
all the time. Every time I open up my friends list, there's 2 or 3 people still getting it in. And so hopefully they pay that kind of attention with 2. That'd be awesome.
Well, how do you guys think they're gonna do that? Because I doubt they're gonna do the same kind of online. Well, they might do like some kind of online persistent world that you can, do stuff with your friends in, or ride around.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I feel like the Western side of things don't really. I mean, Bugman, you said that the online for the multiplayer in the original was pretty fun, but was it like an open world? I never did the online stuff. I never even looked it up, so I don't even know what you did in the original.
It was super weird because there was like matchmaking, but you could also like get with people and kind of just raid these like outposts and stuff. So like, and I think they wanted to do like this huge open world thing with a friend, and that's why I think this next one might do it, because the
Yeah.
way the multiplayer played in Red Dead Redemption was like this weird like hybrid of both. So I think in this one they'll just open the gates up, honestly. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and there's games nowadays that are doing like just kind of seamless co-op. I think Gears might have something like that where it's just you can hop in or whatever, play it by yourself, play the campaign with other people. So if they do some kind of seamless online co-op, that could be pretty
Yeah, that could be
groundbreaking.
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll just go full GTA and have like where you can rob old Western banks at any given moment.
I'll take it, man.
Dude, that would actually be awesome. If
Yeah.
they did that, that would be awesome. I just don't know, like, I don't know. I know that the map leaked, and the map was pretty big. Like, I mean, it wasn't official leaked or anything like that, but that's what they speculated. And it was
Yeah.
pretty big, wasn't it?
I mean, I'd assume.
I didn't look at the map too much. I just saw that
See,
happened.
I did look. I looked at it, but the map that I saw had like the overlays of other maps. Like, I mean, they had like MGS5. That map was in there, and then they had GTA 5 as well, and I want to say 4 as well. And I thought that was actually bigger than GTA 5. I
Oh,
Oh
thought.
shit!
That would
Yeah.
be
I mean, I
intense,
could be wrong about that one. I mean, we can fact check that later.
That'd be
All
a
man.
biggie
I'm
then.
assuming they're gonna go big though. I mean, it's
Yeah,
been
I
a
mean-
while, you know.
And why? I mean, I feel like your next game is always supposed to be bigger than your previous, so why would you not?
Yeah, I
But,
mean, a lot of people this generation have just been pushing how big they can get.
Yeah, no,
So,
we don't need to bring up No Man's Sky. But
Oh my god. Yeah.
a whole
But-
universe with nothing to do. But that's a conversation for another day.
yes,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Buttman has hard feelings about it. A lot of hard feelings.
Oh, that lying cheat. Anyway.
But let's talk about games that actually may live up to their potential. Buck, I know after we get done recording, you're going to be checking out a big release of this month. You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh, Battlefield 1?
Yes.
Oh
sir.
yeah, I got the 2-hour countdown here. and I don't know when I'm gonna stop because it looks incredible, man. This game looks fantastic. There's just so much like I love being in that old era. Like so many games have just kept going future.
Yeah.
And some of my favorite games, like on Steam, you had Day of Defeat, which not a lot of people played. It played exactly like Counter-Strike, but you know, you had older weapons, World War II weapons and things. And like World at War also didn't get as much love, but that was my baby.
I actually enjoyed that. That was a fun time.
I enjoyed that one too. That was before I got out of. That was before Call of Duty went so mainstream and I hate to say it, but I felt like a lot of non-gamer gamers. You know, people that like just wanted to say that they played games, so they only played Call of Duty.
I mean, I feel like there's a large demographic that they have back in the day they had a 360. They would pick up Madden every year, and then they'd pick up the Call of Duty every year. Which,
Right.
if that's what people are into, you know, whatever.
I mean,
but
yeah,
that is a demographic.
I'm not dogging on you, but I mean, that's just That's whenever I started to get away from it because of that.
Mhm.
But at the time, like World at War, that was one of the last ones that really still appealed to me.
And like,
And there's just so much. I can't wait. Huge maps, riding around on horses, chopping people up. It's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be wild.
See, honestly, like speaking of that, like the two different demographics, I really feel like this is the first. Honestly, I feel like this is one of the first Battlefield Call of Duty games that is approaching the middle ground for both like hardcore and the Madden Call of Duty gamers. Like both of them can come together and meet on this game and it'd be fine. I mean, the hardcore gamers are probably still gonna, like just do nothing but complain about the other ones, but whatever. I mean, I feel like it's one of the first games that really bridges that gap. It has both the old stuff that the hardcore gamers like, such as us, and then the new stuff that, because it's still Battlefield.
hey, don't call
and
me
Call of
hardcore,
Duty.
dude. I'm softcore as hell, bro.
Oh my God, you would be the one to say something. But I really do feel like it's like bridging that gap. And I do see it as a good thing because for the first time, I'm actually interested in a Battlefield. Like, I'm really interested in this one.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying because Battlefield has typically been like a little bit more hardcore, realistic shooter, and the hype and the reception for this has been off the charts. Like when they announced it was World War I was like, are people going to be into that? And a lot of people were very excited for it, from all walks of, gamer. So there's a lot riding on it, and I hope it does well. I hope it performs well.
I really want to know what you say about that within, next podcast, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you all about it, man.
Yeah, because if that's dope, we'll probably have to pick that up as well.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Once
it's looking
I see-
awesome. I just hope people give it time because we all know like no Battlefield is released seamless. There's just too much going on.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. So people just need to, chill out a little bit. It's guaranteed not going to be perfect.
Well, I know Battlefield 4 had a lot of issues for a while.
Right.
And
Right.
I know Hardline just wasn't received as well, but I don't know if it had the technical issues or not.
It played pretty decent, but yeah, it was just completely different. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't blow buildings to the ground level.
I remember seeing that at E3, like whenever they announced it. Before you saw the gameplay, they were just like, yeah, this is the trailer for it. And I was like, you know what? That actually sounds pretty awesome. And then they got up on stage and played the game, and I was like, this actually looks terrible. I take that back.
Yeah, it should have been a mod or something. Cops
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Robbers
yeah.
mod. Honestly, you can't ride that out as long as they did. But
Right.
they came out with this, and it looks unstoppable. I can't wait. I can't wait.
So this holiday season, though, Battlefield 1's going up against the Titan of. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because Titanfall's coming out, but Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. You guys looking forward to that at all?
No.
Negative.
Although I will say this, I remember watching, because of work, I could not watch E3 live. So therefore, I like whenever I got home, because it was on the PlayStation. Wasn't it on the PlayStation event?
I believe so because they've been partnering with PlayStation for
Yeah, right.
getting the maps early and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So I remember they had the PlayStation Live viewer, whatever, live events viewer, whatever. Anyways, the point is that I watched it on that, and whenever the trailer came up for Call of Duty, and it was just them flying around and all this other stuff, and they never said in space, and they never said that it was a Call of Duty game. So I remember sitting there with my wife and being like, "Is this Call of Duty? Because this is surprising. Like it's not. I don't think this is Call of Duty. I don't see it looking like this." And it did really well. And then sadly, it faded to black and said Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and I stopped caring. But the trailer up to that point was, I thought, pretty good. I mean, I don't care about the game anymore, but I could see where it appeals to other people.
So it was appealing to you until you saw the name, and then it stopped appealing to you.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. At that point, I stopped caring.
Yeah.
As bad as it is, I remember seeing it and thinking that it looked a lot like Star Citizen, Like just the way like if you flew and stuff like that. I mean, that was really after that point it stopped looking like that. But then Call of Duty came up, and I didn't care.
Ugh, man, just the gameplay I've seen from it, just I can't. I'm so
just
sorry.
It
I
just
can never. I can't say a good thing about it, man.
it just keeps going with the futuristic stuff, and I feel like Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 were so much more exciting. It just seems really bland, and like I'm not looking forward to flying a spaceship around in a Call of Duty game. I want like those intense multiplayer matches and like that whole multiplayer progression, which is why I get sucked into Call of Duty in the past. And the thing is, it's the Infinity Ward year, and all the top talent is gone from Infinity Ward now. Like I said, I love Modern Warfare 2, and after that, everybody left for Respawn. So I am going to check out Titanfall 2 because that's the first single player campaign that those guys have done since Titanfall 1 was multiplayer only. So I got to check that out and see what's up with that. But Infinite Warfare, it's B Team Infinity Ward doing more sci-fi, not as exciting as the previous ones. They are doing the remaster of Modern Warfare 1, which you got to pay $80 for and get Infinite Warfare with, which I personally am not going to do until they sell separately later.
You know what's messed up about it? Here's what I don't like about, what Call of Duty they keep putting out. It's like you have such an undying fan base. Like these dudes still buy these games, and you don't listen to any of them. Clearly, I mean, it says that we talked about it earlier, like 3 point some million dislikes on it. So clearly, those fans went to that video and saw it, and they were like, "Come on, dude, you didn't listen to any of us." And it's a little messed up because they built up so much trust with people, and they just don't listen to any of it.
And honestly, now that we're talking about it, I'm really disappointed. It's sad whenever I look back on it because I really do remember playing the original Call of Duty, like old original Call of Duty. Those ones were so good, and it was good. And honestly, once again, I hate to bring it up, but it's the casual versus hardcore community. Like that appealed to the hardcore. That's what they like. That's what I like. That's what it was. Everything. And then they came out with Modern Warfare, and I remember seeing that at E3, and it blew my mind. I think I got it the day it came out, honestly, and that game blew my mind. Modern Warfare 1 is probably my favorite like first person shooter of like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But the point is that one blew my mind. I remember playing through the All Gillied Up.
That mission is amazing. That mission is one of the best shooter missions of all time.
Yes. Oh, my heart races just thinking about it, honestly. Like, I got so nervous crawling. The worst part was I got so nervous crawling under all that stuff, and I knew it was all a scripted thing. Like, as long as I just followed the guide, nothing's going to happen. But I still get nervous about it. But the point is, and then I played 2, and I was like, you know what? This is good. It's not great, but it's good. Like, I'm fine with this. And then, I don't know. Then it, like, just started going downhill. I mean, I don't even know what happens after 2, honestly. I didn't care after that. Once I saw Call of Duty, I was like, you guys sold out to the people that didn't matter, and you guys didn't listen to the people that mattered and stuff like that, and whatever.
I don't know. I thought, like, Modern Warfare 1 had one of the best shooter campaigns ever, and then Modern Warfare 2 had some like really great moments, but the campaign was like really short, and they put more thought into the multiplayer. But I love the multiplayer of Modern Warfare 2. Back in high school, we played that so much. We played with just like random people from high school. We're like, dude, you play Modern Warfare 2, and then we get like a huge group of people to go on and play, and it just brought people together like that. Like very few games have that I played. So
and it did amazing at that. And then I don't know. I feel like they made it. They're like one of the first game series, I should say, that sold out to the multiplayer side of the game, where they stopped really caring about the single player. And there's gonna be a lot of people that disagree. I know this, but I feel like they really did. They were like, you know what, our bread and butter is in the multiplayer, and that's good. That's fine. You can do that. But I do. I mean, I think it's.
I would say the Black Ops 1 and 2 campaigns were solid. Like they were enjoyable. because
I mean,
they actually had like a story and like plot twists and stuff like that. Nothing crazy, but they were good.
I mean, I still think I don't know. I feel like they were just like, you know what, single player, the campaign, whatever. That's on the back burner. We have to focus on the multiplayer.
And that was the
And
vibe at the time across the shooter genre.
it,
I'm not
it
sure
was
if it started with that or not, but
it
And the
was.
money they were pulling in from tournaments.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they did it. It makes complete sense why they did it. It's disappointing to me because I really enjoyed the single player. I don't play mini games online. I just don't. I find the interactions boring. Like at first they're fun, and then they just slowly trickle off, and I don't care anymore. So therefore, I really like a single player side of things. Not to
Yeah.
mention, I mean, I grew up with before the internet, so I couldn't do any of that. I mean, heck, I was a junior in high school before my house got Wi-Fi. So, well, like anything worth, you could actually use it for anything other than just random internet surfing.
yeah, I mean,
So-
we're both from same small town Indiana, and I was
Right.
only just before that as well. So that was tough having to deal with
Oh
the
my God,
56K or like even less like dial up, for so long.
it's so sad whenever I think about it. I remember getting a YouTube video and having to sit there and like watching 2 seconds of it, and it's like buffering
Yeah,
and buffering for like 3 hours.
Well, thank you.
Whatever.
We got to be thankful for this amazing internet age we live in now.
mm,
But yeah,
But-
Call of Duty, like I've actually put a little bit, decent amount of time into the multiplayer of most every Call of Duty that's come out. I don't know. I just get a little bit addicted to that multiplayer progression and leveling everything up and all that kind of stuff. I enjoy that RPG kind of aspect to it. But none of them has stuck with me the same way Modern Warfare 1 and 2 did. And that's because of like the single player campaign, that whole experience, that whole idea that the entire game is unified around works so well. So, I mean, at least we're getting the remaster. That would probably be cool. Hopefully they release it by itself at some point.
And they better. That
Please.
thing will sell like hotcakes
Yeah.
if they do that. I don't
well,
know.
they know it'll also sell like hotcakes when they sell it for $80.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is they need to get
So they're
people to
gonna-
buy Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
Right. That's really it. I feel like they saw. God dang it, Buckman. I feel like they saw the video on YouTube and they were like, you know what? This game's not gonna sell by itself.
Here, clean up these textures and put this out with it, please.
Dude, the impressions I've seen have been that the remaster looks like it's not just a remaster. It's like a whole new.
Oh yeah.
Like it looks
Yeah,
really good.
I saw it. It looks
looks
amazing.
insane. Looks insane.
Dude, I really wish I could sit in on that marketing meeting. Whenever like some dude just comes out of nowhere and is just like, I got it. I know how we can actually sell our game. How's that? Let's put the good version in it.
Yes.
I'm sure that's exactly how it went.
I really want to be that guy that's like brilliant. Brilliant. Just brilliant. Whatever.
That guy should have got a promotion.
He probably did. He's now the president.
Replacing Bobby Kotick.
Whatever. I don't care. It says Call of Duty on the box. I don't care.
And this fall is like pretty diverse, and we usually have a lot of shooters coming out in the fall, but this year you got Titanfall, Gears, Battlefield
When
1,
does Titanfall come out? It's
end of
coming,
October, I believe. I think it's the 28th.
like, because I feel like maybe you guys think differently, but I know whenever they came out, they announced it. They said that it was gonna have a single player, all this other stuff, and that they were putting time and all this other stuff into it. And then they came out with the beta, and everybody raved about the beta. And then I feel like I haven't heard anything since.
Because it was buns.
Yeah, I heard that they had to make a lot of adjustments, or they're like,
Yeah,
this is what we
I-
did to change after the beta.
But
So
it's a beta. Holy crap! Like, I mean, I understand everybody's kind of freaking out about it, but I mean, it's a beta. I always heard good things about it. So, and honestly, the first Titanfall appealed to me. It wasn't worth me going out and getting a Xbox for,
right,
but I mean, it appealed to me until I realized that, like, I mean, I was thinking the same thing. Like, there's nothing new about this. It's just the same thing over and over. So, but I don't know. I feel like they saw the error of their ways, and they're fixing it. And I feel like a lot of the second time around works out. I mean,
Yeah.
it worked out for Assassin's Creed really
Yeah,
well.
exactly. This is
So-
another example of a game like I'm looking forward to Watch Dogs 2 legitimately. Like, I'm gonna pick that up. It looks really cool. So I'm hoping they saw a lot of things from the first one. I think this is gonna be the same kind of deal. They try some stuff out in the first one, and they work it out in the second one.
Right, and now they're like, "Hey, you got this."
yeah,
I just feel like it was so easy in the first Titanfall. Just to like content was all over that game. It was all over that game. And I was like, why don't you just go for it? There was like 3 chassis. I was like, come on, dude. It's real. I feel like it's real simple to make more than like 6 guns for a huge robot.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
This is what they really need to do. And I don't know if anybody agrees, but they just need to make Zoids the game.
Yep, yep. Okay. Time to go watch some Zoids on YouTube now.
Yep, doing it.
Okay.
You know, if they did, I know they do a lot of Gundam stuff, but if they did like a realistic Gundam, or if they did Steel Battalion again with the fucking $200 controller,
Oh
which was like
my God.
the whole mech control
You
panel,
would go there.
dude, I would
Yes.
get that because like
Because you
walk your-
actually have the money now, is what you're saying.
Well, I'd spend it all in October on PSVR, but to walk your mech around, and if your cockpit
So-
blows up, you have to eject or you lose your save, and like how hardcore that was awesome.
It was, but I'm curious, Luke.
Yeah.
How much of this game did you actually play?
Well, I'm a fan of the concept.
I was gonna say, I know you didn't have.
I
no
didn't buy the fucking $200
controller.
thing back in 7th or 6th grade or whenever.
I know that's the whole reason why you want to do it now, because you actually have the money. But
Yeah,
see,
and I'm sure it's
if
like
you were
super hard to
smart,
find.
if you were smart, you would have just talked about last time. So what system was that? Maybe it was for the Wii. They had it. Now time out. Where the guy was at, it was at some sort of conference, and he said how they were for Steel Battalion. It was a Steel Battalion game that he, instead of buying the controller, everything's just positioned on the screen, and you use the Wiimote to pull the levers and everything like that.
There was a Connect sequel, I believe.
Oh yeah. Connect. Yeah, that makes more sense actually. See, so now if you were smart, you would say, why don't they just put that in VR?
Yeah, yeah. Smart
See,
cookie.
you
Damn.
already spent the money.
That would be dope. Well, I haven't tried out Riggs yet. I wonder how Riggs is like more fast paced. Like me personally, I would really like a realistic, quote unquote realistic mech simulator.
I just want Zoids. I don't care about Gundam.
Gundam stuff.
I don't care about Gundam. I care about Zoids.
Man,
Well, they
speaking
did the Gundam Dynasty Warriors thing.
of-
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
about that.
I did the Dragon Quest Heroes Dynasty Warriors ripoff, and that was repetitive enough for me. I'm like, I want to try Hyrule Warriors just because it's Zelda characters, but I'm like, I hit the fucking attack button 10,000 times already.
Oh my god. Especially, it just
Spin the
doesn't.
wind. Spin
Like-
the wind.
It wasn't a bad game at all if you like that style of game.
It's just like a
And
mindless, thing.
yeah, that's my thing.
Hack and slash.
Yeah.
I remember whenever the first Dynasty Warriors. I don't think it was really the
I
first.
used to be
Wow.
addicted to it.
Yeah, and but like at the time, the only thing that people could talk about was how many characters were on screen.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, it was incredible, dude.
it was at the time. I mean,
At the time, that was incredible, man.
it was.
You're just like killing like 90 of them in one go. Like that felt unreal, man. I love those games.
Well, did they have like a gameplay aspect that was addicting, aside from just the repetitive hack and slashing, or was it just like the fact that it was so many people? Or
It was literally just I can kill 100 people every
No.
time I swing my pole arm. That was it. It felt really good. And then some guy challenges you to a fight while you're slaughtering his whole army.
yeah,
That was fun.
there's so many sequels to Dynasty Warriors and so many spin-offs, and I always wonder like, what do they do differently? Like, what is?
Apparently,
Nothing.
it's still good. The one on PS4 is still balling. I might pick it up.
God dang it! Here we go again
I
with
love
this
them so
compulsive buying.
Yeah, I'm buying it. Oh, just bought it. That's pretty much how I work. If Battlefield wasn't out in 1 hour and 48 minutes, I would.
People are gonna figure that time out and realize when we're actually recording this,
Oh no.
and realize that we're actually not keeping with our schedule that Luke decided to put out.
All right.
Oh yeah, I should probably put a thing and say it'll probably be on Tuesdays if we're gonna switch to Mondays.
It's fine. We can update
We
it later.
got stupid real people jobs. I'm sorry.
Well, if we get done like now and I start uploading it, it might still technically be on Monday my time, but we should probably
Nah.
change it to Tuesdays. But
Dude,
anyway,
I'm not worried at all about it. I don't care. Everybody will wait.
I don't know. I just wanted to let people know like a time to expect it.
Yeah, no,
not just be complete surprise every time. But anyway,
I like surprises.
okay. I think we got time for about one more segment, and this is the one. or- this is
Do it.
This is the time we give love to those games that when they came through, they didn't get the love they needed, the love they deserved, and I feel for them. I feel for you, babies. Let me give you that love right. Oh, this is going way too bad. This is,
Oh my lord. Man, it was getting steamy over
I was
here.
getting interested. I was so close to the screen.
oh man, that was bad. This is the lesser known. This is those underappreciated gems that just got forgotten,
And he
and
still
we're
tries
gonna
to
remember
go
you
with
tonight.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'll
That-
remember him tonight.
Okay.
That one wasn't as
In a
good. I like the first.
in just a romantic, non-sexual way.
Q-Berry White. All right.
Yeah, I was trying to do
Do
my
it.
best Barry White impression. So my contribution this week to the lesser known was a little game called Guacamelee. So this came out in like 2013. It was a digital download for PS3. I don't know if it came out on anything else. Now, this is a Metroidvania, but with like a lucha libre aesthetic. And it was a short game, like 5-6 hours, something like that. But it did the Metroidvania gameplay style very well with some cool like good fighting mechanics. And you could like zoom around and run up walls, or you could like morph into different animals or like different creatures to move around better ways, like all over the place. With the classic like Mexican lucha libre inspiration and art style and music and everything like that. Very unique take on Metroidvania gameplay, and I think it's pretty well documented on this podcast that like the Metroid series is one of my favorite series. So this type of game is right up my alley. I had a great time with it. Good little bought it for like $7. Good 5-6 hour campaign or single player playtime, and it was a great time. Buck, I believe you said that you had played it at least a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that game. It looks fantastic. I love that kind of art style. It looks all, some spots of it are all like Day of the Dead-y. It
Yeah.
looks great. Plays great. Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, super tight controls.
I
Dakota,
don't really have much to say here.
you should check it out. It's
I
I think they redid like a definitive edition kind of deal for all the PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U. So I'm not sure exactly what they add to it. So if there's like new areas or something, I might have to check that out and get the full experience, Guacamelee experience. And it's just a badass name, Guacamelee.
Guacamelee.
Just a badass name.
I actually remember like hearing the name and really thinking it was kind of cool, but I never played it. Never. I don't know. I think that was because at the time, when did it come? It's not important, but I feel like at the time I had impressions that it was more of an indie game, and
Yeah, it is.
I'm not that into indie games, especially at that time. I mean, I like them; they're fine, but I've never been one to buy them. That's my only thing.
I was kind of
Yeah.
the same way because I was like, I don't want to pay $20 for a really short experience. But the few indie games that I've checked out have been really rewarding because they do things that, are kind of groundbreaking in some ways, and it's a nice little experience that you won't forget. But anyway, that's a conversation we can go into that a little bit more later once I know Dakota, you were playing through Gone Home, and I need to check out Firewatch. Maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah.
More. But
Oh my God, yes. Especially Firewatch.
But for Guacamelee specifically, what was really cool about it, and that I'm happy that it came out and other games are coming out, is the fact that the Metroid series has gone down so far. Like, the last really good Metroid game was Prime 3 in '07, and the last really good 2D Metroid game was in '04 with Metroid Zero Mission. It's like, this is one of my favorite series of all time, but like the amount of really great games is pretty small, and there's a few garbage ones as well. So it's tough to be a Metroid fan because Nintendo's forgot about the series now, and they do Federation Force, which is garbage. Doesn't have like these, the key elements that make the series great. And I feel like a lot of people and a lot of indie developers feel the same way. So we got stuff like Guacamelee, stuff like Axiom Verge, which I might talk about in another lesser known later on, that relive those classic Metroid games and bring it back in new experiences. So I'm glad that now indie developers are taking matters into their own hands and finally releasing more Metroidvania style games. So,
speaking of Metroid, did you get the one that Nintendo took down on the anniversary? You know what I'm talking about? It was the fan remake. It was on the internet for like.
Yeah.
Did you actually get that?
So I downloaded it right away, and I only have a MacBook right now. So whenever I buy the PC to do PC gaming and video editing for us, I will check out another Metroid 2 remake because that looks really good. And
You're killing me, Smalls.
People say it's really good.
This is what you really should do. Now I just heard that. So you have this thing. It's called PlayStation VR. Sell it. just sell it. Let's get with the things that matter.
We'll see.
Hashtag get Luke a computer. 2016.
Yeah, so we're going to be launching our Patreon.
I was just about. Oh my god. You'll see pics of all of us depending on how much you pay. Okay, never mind. This is not good.
This is getting bad after Luke just went all like romantic.
That
with the
is
Western
true. See, we're definitely hinting at something, so
No hints. There was no hints. I was not hinting at anything. So anyway, that was our time to appreciate those forgotten gems lost to the night. But we remember them here in the lesser known. So anyway,
so mystical.
It works so well.
I love it. Time.
I love the lesser known intro and outro. They're different every time. They're never the same.
Yeah, it's just improv. Maybe we'll have to record a thing, but I
love it every time. Please don't.
Okay, I think you should because it's gonna be harder to come up with stuff every time. But I think you should do like okay, so this one we're gonna use the recording, and now I'm just gonna freestyle it.
I don't know. I'll just come up with like a base thing because like PS I
this
Love
one
You.
might kind of.
PS I Love You. They have certain intros for certain segments, and they use the same thing. Other podcasts. So
right.
If we got to wing it sometimes, we can. But anyway, we can build our plans and our plan of attack off the recording time later on.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about tonight?
Pokemon announced some new stuff. None of it's really that big, so whatever. That's really all that needs to be said, actually.
I'm gonna say what they announced.
They announced some new Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, right off my head, I don't remember any of them. So I know that they announced the Ash Greninja. Ash Greninja. It's a long story what that is, but that's kind of cool. But at the same time, I find the fact that Pokemon are now becoming humanoids is really weird, and I don't care if anybody wants to comment on exactly how Ash and Greninja become one, because frankly, I don't care. It's just wrong, is what it is. So there's that.
Wait, it's a.
They're like a hybrid.
Of
no
Ash,
joke.
the character?
Yes, it's a Greninja that It
Oh,
is, and it
man.
makes no sense whatsoever. And I really do, because like they theorized, a lot of like really big Pokemon fans theorized that maybe they were saying that like humans and Pokemon are now becoming one to
Oh
make
boy.
these humanoid things.
Well,
No,
we've
that-
gone too far.
That does not need to
Exactly,
happen.
that's what I'm saying. They need to stop and back it up.
Hey,
And don't-
Greninja, come on over. Oh no.
don't think that they're hinting at what you're just hinting
No
at.
hints,
Well,
but
the next Pokemon series, TVMA. Sorry, everybody. Below
Hashtag
that
no
point.
hints. We're not hinting at anything.
oh, no. But whatever. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's gonna comment somebody's gonna say something in the comments about like, no, this is actually the way it happened. No, it doesn't matter the way it happened. The fact that they're together is wrong. That's it.
Science has taken us too far.
It
Oh man.
When will it end?
All right, enough about this Pokemon human hybrid garbage. We don't need to know.
Yes,
how
I
that happened.
agree. Please, no more.
Okay. Any other closing words? Final words.
so now, are we gonna talk about our beers now?
Oh shoot! Almost forgot.
See, I knew it.
So, what'd you guys think of your brews?
Well, Luke, since you already know about mine, why don't you tell me what I think about my beer?
I love Sam Smith's oatmeal stout. You know, I'm trying to find a good way to put this.
My beer.
I'm trying to find a good way to put this, but a lot of things from Britain and London and the UK, I feel like America does better. And I'm more of a fan of the
Damn.
American
We
type
just
things.
lost all three of our European views. Nice
There
job.
it is.
I like tea and crumpets and bangers and mash and whatever.
What else I like doing with tea?
Hey, just trying to get them back.
Throwing it
Yeah.
into the water.
Hashtag Boston Tea Party. But Sam Smith makes great beers. The oatmeal stout is I believe the most common one, like kind of the staple. And I had the
yeah.
chocolate stout, which was good. But the oatmeal stout's amazing. But what would you think of it? I'm sorry to hijack that.
No. Actually, you said exactly what I was thinking. So, except for the fact that we do things better than all of them, because they do a lot of things really well. Some of them better than us.
No, I haven't done my research onto their side
Anyways.
of whatever they do.
I'm just saying like cars. That's kinda possible.
America.
Germany
Full-
does the best job with cars.
Nope.
And Italy.
See,
Italy does the best job with cars.
America.
Okay,
Anyway, all right, we're gonna stay out of this debate.
yeah. I really like the fact that I get the gold foil on the top of it. That's
It is
a nice
classy
touch.
bottle.
It really is. I actually may keep it for some weird reason. But it's good. I also really like oatmeal stouts. I have a big thing with oatmeal stouts. I like them a lot. They're good. Very good.
Nice.
So
Buck, what do you
Buck?
think about that
How
Coors?
was- yeah. What's that? Well, now time out. Was this the mountains? Like, did the mountains glow whenever it got to the right temperature and stuff like
No,
that?
this is just a tall boy from old Sevi. So we don't get crazy stuff with this one here. There's a pint and some change of your Coors straight out of Golden, Colorado, dude. It was fantastic.
The bullet. Silver
Tasted
bullet.
tasted like a Coors.
All right. Next.
All right. Bell's Christmas Ale. This was good stuff. I think I drank it before it fully went bad. It had a nice like kind of berry type vibe to it, but I'm reading it. It says straight hops, no fruit to it. So
Uh-oh.
so that's it. Might have been fermenting or something. I don't know. I'm digging it. It was good.
It has evolved into another beer.
I mess with everything Bell's does pretty much.
Pretty
so
soon
I
there's
like
going to
it.
be like beer human hybrids.
Please
Oh
no,
my
we got off.
Dude, we're going too far. We're going too far. All right. So, where can people find us? So, you can follow at ZTargeting2016 on Twitter. You can follow me at LukeDalla23. And how about you guys?
At Dakota0089 on Twitter.
And
Buck.
at Brow Gaming on Twitter. I'll also Lowbrow on Twitch. I will be streaming a lot
Tonight.
of Battlefield
Battlefield 1.
Tonight, which will be too late by the time you hear it.
and tomorrow and every day that I can possibly do it.
Look for.
Yeah, and hopefully soon we'll be able to get some Gears co-op online at some point as well.
Oh, that'd be great.
But I also did want to give a quick shout out to both you guys and your significant others for working on the Instagram page and the Facebook page. So you can search Z Targeting. It's a Facebook group. You can like and follow for what we're doing and comment and discuss as well. And Z Targeting on Instagram. You can the page is still in the works, but you can like that and follow that as well. So we're getting all over.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
And then
It's feeling
Hashtag get Luke a computer 2016.
donations are accepted.
Patreon. Pictures coming soon.
good. Oh God.
End it quick.
All right, so I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you later.
Bye.